wasn't able to really make it stick, make it count. Dimaga, of course, being able to basically just kind of brush that off and be like, what? I've got another expansion over here, and I'm bringing another expansion over here. What do you got? Oh, you only have your natural. Isn't that unfortunate? But Merz, though, look at all these mules. Man, that is making such a huge difference. He is doubling Dimaga's income right now. So those mules just, once again, showcasing how those mules are so effective. Right now, though, we have this these mutalists acting as a picket defense right here, making sure Merz doesn't try to come out again. Merz, though, sticking with the same build, heavy tank, heavy marine build, as the Marine's so good at taking out those mutalisks when the mutalisks aren't in small numbers, or when they're in small numbers. When those mutalisks hit that critical mass, though, it's really hard for those Marines to really do a lot. Even though those Marines are so cheap and they're cost effective against going those mutalisks, the mutalisks, though, if used appropriately, will really I feel that the mutalisks are more effective, and you pay for it, though. I mean, you obviously pay a lot more for the mutalisks, but of course the harassment capabilities of the mutalisks are just overwhelming. And right now, Merz really just hasn't expanded, hasn't been really doing anything else economy-wise, though he is going to be scouting out with his SCV. He will see this one expansion. We'll go ahead and see grab sight of that second expansion, and is going to kind of be putting him in a not-so-comfortable position, because Merz really needs to make something happen now. If he doesn't, he's pretty much going to be screwed, because he hasn't expanded in a while, and he is completely pretty much mined out this main, as these mineral patches will be drying up here relatively soon, and his natural isn't faring much better as those mules have really taken their toll. But Merz, knowing the situation, will be moving out, will be actually queuing up some turrets, and we do see the Marines trying desperately to get back behind these tanks, as these tanks are doing a good job of soaking up the damage of those banelings and doing a good job of killing those banelings as well. So, of course, Dimaga, though, able to snipe all of those tanks right there. The fact that these Marines were forced to retreat back due to the baneling threat. These Marines, of course, stemming, moving in here, of course, coming down off of their high, will become less effective, and these medevacs desperately trying to keep them, but Merz forced to stem again, basically. These units are going to be very, very soft right now, trying to snipe this lair. You know, it does look like it might go down, as we see one baneling making impact, and four Marines going down. That's not where you want to be. We do see these two, one baneling detonating right there, and another baneling detonating, as this one queen caught off of the creep, and these Marines just pouring fire into them. We do see shells raining down on these Zerglings and the Marines alike. Of course, so the Marines not faring so well against those shells, as this tank does a lot of splash damage. So Merz, though, meanwhile, trying to put down some turrets, trying to solidify this move up, this push once again, and more banelings entering the field for Dimaga. 22 Zerglings on the way. We just had a few more mutalisks enter the battle as well. Of course, those two right there moving in there. And Dimaga right now really looking good, because he has control of the majority of the map, as it's not really contested. None of this area has been contested. It's mainly been this little death alley right here. And we do have a command center moving up here, so Merz looking to take a forward base of operations here, just basically saying, hey, I'm going to move up here. But we see a lot of banelings moving here, and a whole flock of mutalisks here as well, soaking up this turret damage. We see a couple of mutalisks fall to the turrets. And of course, we do see 3 to that one, so that turret paid for itself. And Merz, though, not faring so well, as he only has a few Marines left to fend off this. And we saw these, SCVs go down, and they were forced to retreat as well, as there was a huge herd of banelings and Zerglings. So Dimaga looking really good right now. Let's go take a look at the losses tab. Merz not, once again, just falling behind. We have more Zerglings over here with banelings behind there, and their banelings are getting in the middle of the line here. We will see them. Will they see them detonate? Yes, we do see them detonate. There's mules going down, SCVs going down. Merz is really not in a good position, as that command center actually burns up right there. More mutalisks on the way, and Merz is not liking this, as he is actually going to GG out of here right now, as Dimaga was knocking on the front door of his main. His main was mined out practically, as well as his natural. So Merz was basically on the end of his leash as far as economy goes. And that was pretty much GG right there. So that was actually a pretty good game. We saw Merz do an early push out, and Dimaga was able to sustain his main base, able to repel it, and basically flip it on Merz, as Merz really wasn't able to do anything effective after that. And Dimaga just macroing up, getting those expansions, and able just to produce a crap ton of Zerglings and constantly throw them at Merz and kill those tanks and the banelings, of course, doing a lot of really good splash damage. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. There will be a third in between these two, as this last one, of course, will be deciding who moves on And just thank you so much for joining me. And as always, citizens, stay safe.